You know what I'm bloody tired of? How games are monetized these days. Look, I know this topic gets covered a lot, but I have a few suggestions that I think could improve the monetization practices in the modern era of gaming for both publishers and consumers alike. Let's start with battle passes. Every game has them. For the most part, it's a bunch of junk, and there's only a few wicked things that you actually want. And the worst part of it all? You have to pay to grind for it. Honestly, I think the whole structure of battle passes needs to be revamped. Let's look at some more frustrations on how they're done currently. First of all, offering 100 plus tiers basically guarantees that there's going to be a lot of filler inflating the grind. I'll never use skins like this. And there's way too many just like it. Simply put, cut the fat, get rid of this junk. If publishers insist on having $10 battle passes, maybe it'd be a good idea to offer quality over quantity. Plus, you know, developer resources aren't going to be wasted on making stuff that people are never going to equip in the first place. Secondly, if I'm going to be paying for this grind, why is there a time limit to complete it? You know who does battle passes semi-decently? Halo Infinite. But wait a minute, isn't Halo Infinite's battle pass no different to other games out there? That's where you'd be mistaken, my curious friend. Once you start a Halo Infinite battle pass, it never expires. Super duper. So if publishers insist on having grind-worthy battle passes, maybe following Halo Infinite's approach would make people feel less cheated for spending their hard-earned money. Gaming used to be looked at as an art form, something that was created out of wacky ideas and a boatload of passion. Now it's soulless and corporately profit-driven. Microtransactions slither their way into everything, even full-price games. I don't know about you, but I think that's so wrong. I can let this kind of go in a free-to-play game, but definitely not in AAA games. Look, here in Australia, AAA games cost about $110. For that money, they should be filled to the brim with content. Cosmetics in AAA games shouldn't cost as much as a third of the base game. Skins are not content. But once again, if they insist that bundles are here to stay, here are some suggestions that I think they could improve on. Alright, let's have a look at this bundle here. It costs 3,000 Apex coins, and this is what you get for $40. You get a skin, you get a gun skin, you get a banner frame, and you get a holo spray. I think that's a bit overpriced. I'm not saying that you can't buy things. Look, I've certainly spent money on these games. Let's have a look at another bundle. I would say this is a bit more reasonable. You get 2 decent skins out of this, even though it's on the expensive side. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't feel so dirty about spending 5, 10, even 15 bucks on something. I think a good way to remedy this is to lower the prices across the board, and maybe take a couple of things out of it. Who knows, maybe people will be influenced to pick up their card and buy things, since it's less of a commitment compared to a third of what the game's worth. Also, there needs to be some sort of catalogue to browse items that you want to purchase. Maybe having multiple tabs in the store page, sorted by events, season, whatever. These catalogues might become long and cumbersome, but have you seen their main menus lately? It'll fit in perfectly. But seriously, if they can sort the UI out for a large catalogue, I think it'll work. For the last 10-15 years, the prices of games have stayed about the same, but the development costs have wildly increased. So when publishers started to phase out season passes and DLC, they had to make money elsewhere, which gives us the live service games and cosmetic content. I wouldn't be against bringing back season passes if it meant that the base game was loaded with content again. Sadly, when it refers to multiplayer, fractionalizing the player base was the problem in the past. I'm very aware that publishers are not going to change any of this. Microtransactions just make way too much money. And what do you think about these suggestions? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have your own suggestions? Leave it in the comments and let me know. I'm just throwing ideas against the wall here. I wish nothing but the best for the gaming industry. I just want a quality product for a reasonable price. Something that's unreasonable is how deadlines are destroying games. I made a video about it. Check it out. If you enjoyed this video and you thought it was worthy of leaving a like on, I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to be amongst the first to see the videos when they release, consider subscribing. Anyways, until next time, look alive, you're on in 5. Later guys.